What is up, people? I have an update to my More Creatures module. First things first, the Blightbone has been updated. Let's activate the machine, and all it does is summons in an area of effect cloud, gives you strength, which is pretty useless considering you're holding a bone, but it also gives you slowness, so as you're regenerating and resisting attacks, you are a bit slow. So it is quite similar to the Blight, just not exact, and that's all I really wanted to implement. These are angry zombies. Now, they're just like regular zombies, except they are a lot faster, they have knockback resistance, and they hit pretty hard. Well, harder than normal, anyway. And these guys just spawn on the surface of the world, so you won't really have to deal with them too much in caves. So yes, only grassy areas you have to deal with these guys. They don't drop anything special other than that. So these guys only have one command block, which runs their system, so you don't really have to be concerned about these guys too much. Alright, I've fought these guys enough. They are pretty easy on the surface, but you can get backed up into a corner pretty easily. Next up, we have the Orcs. Now, they're very slow, but man, do they hit hard, and they have quite a bit of health. Also, knockback resistance is quite high, but they do have an item which can be very helpful, very good if you are trying to get things early in the game, because these guys are also pretty easy to take on. So yeah, I've basically added 2 weaker mobs which just add a little bit of extra things to the game. Oh, and there it is, the skull. Now, this has a small chance of appearing. Now, it only does stuff when it's on your head. Again, there's only one command block that runs this whole thing. So when you put it on, it takes a lot of speed and attack damage away. So look how long it's taking me to swing this sword now. So let's go before. Alright, a lot faster. And after. I might have to nerf this just a little bit, the spawn rates, because it is a little bit OP for beginning of the game, but it also increases your health, your armor, and your knockback resistance. Knockback resistance is kind of a bittersweet ability. Sometimes you want it when fighting skeletons, other times you don't want it, you want to be pushed back. So there's a bit of pros and cons to that, and you also get a bit of armor as well. So there's always that, although you are sacrificing a head slot. So, a bit of pluses and minuses here. I'm going to have to do some balancing, seeing as though you can get this pretty early on in game, and I don't want the players to be too powerful with this. So, I'm going to make some changes. So now we're going to fight a mob of these guys, but we're going to use the Blightbone to assist me. Now, because this is a Blightbone, the effects also apply to our angry zombies here. So let's use this, and we can actually use the strength of the Blightbone to assist us. Or not. Oh yeah, I forgot I was wearing this. Let's take this off. Alright, so we can easily outrun these angry zombies when they're in this state. We can heal at the same time, so they're not too much of a threat at the moment. Alright, so this is cool. Alright, so let's move on to the next guy, the Orcs. These guys can easily be defeated with your Blightbone. Alright, so let's just use this, and if we increment between these enough, so you can use your offhand, then they are unstoppable. There we go. Now with the angry zombies, you're going to have to be a little bit more tricky with your maneuvers. Alright, so the Blightbone does seem to be a little bit underpowered for what it can do, but we can balance that pretty easily. The sword seems to do its job. Anyway, I think I've rambled on enough. Next episode, coming very shortly, is going to be me playtesting each of these mobs in a real world kind of scenario. So, for now, thanks everyone for watching. I will see you in the next episode where we take all these mobs on. See you there.